Your teenager doesn't smell like cigarettes anymore. They don't come home covered in smoke. They don't have lighters in their pockets or cigarette packs hidden in their room. In fact, they seem completely normal. They laugh with the family, go to school every morning, and spend time on their phone just like any other teenager. But what if everything you see is hiding something you can't? What if they're secretly addicted to nicotine and you have absolutely no idea? Across America, vaping has become one of the fastest growing problems among teenagers. The devices are small, easy to hide, and often look nothing like traditional cigarettes. That's why thousands of parents don't realize what's happening until the addiction has already taken hold. And before I show you the warning signs, there's one mistake almost every parent makes that can make the situation even worse. Before I show you the warning signs, I need you to promise me one thing. If you suspect your teenager is vaping, or even if you find a vape in their room, don't react with anger. Don't start yelling. Don't accuse them before you've had a chance to understand what's really going on. I know that's easier said than done, but your first reaction can determine what happens next. When teenagers feel attacked, they often become defensive. They hide more, lie more, and stop trusting their parents. But when they feel safe enough to talk, they're much more likely to be honest about what they're going through. So stay calm, listen first, ask questions instead of making accusations. By the end of this video, I'll show you the best way to handle the situation. But first, now let's talk about the warning signs. One sign by itself doesn't always mean your teenager is vaping, but if you notice several of these together, it's time to pay attention. The first sign is a sweet or fruity smell. Unlike cigarettes, many vapes smell like candy, mint, or fruit, making them much harder to recognize. The second sign is finding unfamiliar devices. Many vapes look like USB drives, pens, or other small gadgets, so they're easy to mistake for something harmless. The third sign is sudden mood changes. If your teenager becomes unusually irritable, anxious, or angry over small things, especially when they haven't been alone for a while, nicotine withdrawal could be one possible reason. The fourth sign is constant thirst or a dry mouth. Vaping often causes dehydration, so you may notice them drinking water much more often than usual. And the fifth sign is becoming more secretive. They may lock their bedroom door more, often hide their backpack, avoid eye contact, or their school performance may suddenly begin to decline. Remember, these signs don't automatically mean your teen is vaping, but if you notice several of them together, don't ignore them. The earlier you recognize the problem, the easier it is to help your child. So, why are so many teenagers vaping in the first place? For many, it starts with curiosity. They see their friends doing it and don't want to feel left out. Others are attracted by the sweet flavors and colorful designs that make vaping seem harmless. Social media doesn't help either. Everyday teenagers see videos that make vaping look cool, fun, and completely safe. Some teens even turn to vaping because they're stress anxious or trying to fit in at school, and because vape devices are so small they can easily hide them in a pocket, backpack, or even make them look like everyday items, such as USB drives or pens. That's exactly why so many parents have no idea it's happening. But if you know, many teenagers believe vaping is harmless, but the truth is, every puff can expose them to highly addictive nicotine, making it much harder to stop than they realize. Because a teenager's brain is still developing, nicotine can affect attention, learning, memory, and self-control. Vaping can also damage the lungs. Some teenagers experience coughing, shortness of breath, and lower performance during sports or physical activities. Many teens become dependent on nicotine without even realizing it. When they can't vape, they may become anxious, irritable, or restless. And perhaps the biggest danger is that vaping often stays hidden. Parents may not notice until the habit has already become an addiction. If you recognize these signs, don't panic, and whatever you do, don't let anger be your first reaction. I know it can be shocking to find out your child is vaping, but yelling, threatening, or punishing them immediately may only push them further away. Instead, choose a quiet moment to talk. Ask them how they're doing. Listen without interrupting or judging. Your goal isn't to catch them doing something wrong, it's to understand why they started in the first place. Some teenagers vape because of peer pressure. Others are dealing with stress, anxiety, or simply trying to fit in. The good news is this: vaping doesn't have to define your teenager's future. With love, patience, and the right support, many teenagers are able to quit and rebuild healthy habits. The earlier you step in, the better the outcome can be. If this video helped you, subscribe for more parenting advice to help you protect your teenager and build a stronger relationship with them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.